Hello and good afternoon to you as we look live downtown Little Rock right now, 3:30 here as there is beautiful skies, blue skies, but winter weather on the way. A winter storm watch in effect for parts of northern Arkansas at this very hour. Meteorologist Alex Libby standing by in the Weather Center here, Alex. And, you know, we talked actually several days ago about what just seems to be an up and down roller coaster effect in Arkansas. And it's hard to believe it is what, 70s, at least high 60s. And now we're talking about the possibility of a winter storm.
It's definitely been the story of the winter so far. And then this storm that's approaching this weekend definitely has the best probability of being an impactful one. The good news is obviously the timing. It's falling on the weekend, so not as many people have to go to work, no school, and especially that there's no school on Monday will help that out even more so. And then, of course, all the kids get all the time of day on Sunday to play in that potential snow that will be falling this weekend.
Right. Well, and for folks just joining us here, we're welcoming them into the stream. Feel free to vote in our poll that is live right now here on Facebook. And then feel free to ask any questions here on Facebook, and we'll try and cue some of those questions in here at the end of Alex's forecast. But Alex, over the next couple of minutes here, you're going to break this down for us. You're going to break down timing, and then you're also going to break down those forecast totals, the snow totals. For folks just joining us, maybe opening up our mobile phone app or scrolling through Facebook, yeah, you're reading the headline right. There is a winter storm watch in effect for parts of Arkansas. Snow chances increasing for the majority of the state, Alex. So feel free, walk us through what you're seeing here at this hour.
Yeah, so winter storm will be getting here Saturday morning. It's not going to start as a winter storm. It's going to start as rain. There's going to be warm air for tomorrow. So the good news is you do have a couple days to deal with this system. You have the rest of today, and then Friday is going to be quiet, a little cooler, but quiet on Friday. So it is an entire weekend system. It's only going to start on Saturday morning and end Sunday morning. So right now it's looking like Saturday morning, all rain, eventually changing over to mix and snow. I'm not concerned about ice. I'm not concerned about sleet with this system. It will turn directly from rain to snow, which is good for impacts as well. And then it will end as all snow for almost everyone across the state by Sunday morning as some cold air gets wrapped in behind this system. So there is that winter storm watch, and it's a watch. So there is several days to go until we get to this system. And I am expecting the winter storm watches and winter weather advisories to be expanded further south, west, and east. It's just too far out for more additional watches here in central parts of the state. So Pulaski County is not in that watch, but that doesn't mean we're not going to get some snow. As we're tracking the system, it's located over the state of Washington out in the west coast right now. So it's still pretty far away. And that's why there still is some uncertainty. I do have a snow map to show you guys, but you can think of it as a first edition because there will be changes to the forecast. But as of right now, this is what we can expect. So the low pressure system moving over the upper Midwest, bringing them a bunch of snow, which is no big deal for them. They get snow all the time, couple half foot of snow up there. As it gets down here, you can see it's running into some warmer air. So it's going to start off as rain. The time frame here, Saturday around 4 a.m. It's going to start as rain, but you can quickly see that snow funneling in from the north. You have those darker blues indicating some heavier snowfall, and that's going to be for mainly northern Arkansas at 10 a.m. Saturday morning. But as you get into the afternoon on Saturday, more rain is changing over to snow, and you could even see snow by as early as 4 or 5 p.m. here in the capital city. Still raining in eastern Arkansas and still raining areas like Pine Bluff, but changing over snow for the majority of the state. I do want to point out the Arkansas River Valley, still raining in Fort Smith, towards Batesville, down towards Little Rock. So it's going to be highly, depending on how high you are, elevation-wise, will depend on how much snow you get. So this area around the Arkansas River, likely not to see quite as much snow as the Boston Mountains and Ouachita Mountains and up towards the Ozarks as well. Well, by Saturday evening, this is 11 p.m., everyone in the state has the potential to see some snowflakes, and some of the snow could be heavy. You can see darker blue, that's heavier snow. The hard part with backside energy, which is what we're going to be seeing Saturday night, is it tends to have a lot of dry air in it. And you're seeing here on forecast track, dry air here towards Arkadelphia, up towards the Arkansas River Valley, which could also reduce chances for those snow totals. The system will be out of here by Sunday, so it's a relatively quick mover. It gets in here as rain Saturday morning. It gets out of here as snow Sunday morning. So Sunday will be a quiet day with sunshine and temperatures into the 40s to help with some melting, but it won't be too warm. So if you do want to play in some of the snow, if you get enough of it on Sunday, that will be the day to do so. So right now, here's my first kind of run through of snow amounts. You can see an area of 6+ inches of snow is most likely in northeastern, north central Arkansas. Jonesboro is included in that, Mountain Home. Fayetteville is not included in that snow amount. It looks like they'll get a little bit less, but that next darker blue shade is 3 to 6 inches. You can see that covers areas in eastern parts of I-40 and doesn't cover I-40 west of Little Rock because of the elevation and the mountains surrounding it. So there is another little blue area of 3 to 6 in the mountains as well, south of Russellville. And as we look very far south down towards Arkadelphia, Texarkana, Camden, not really much snow expected in those locations. Here in Little Rock, right now, 1 to 3 inches is looking to be expected. I don't think much of it will fall on the roadways, though, so we could be looking out in that way, because I'll take a look at the temperatures as this rain gets through, because that's kind of a big deal. You need cold temperatures to be able to accumulate snow on roadways. Here it is Friday evening. We're still seeing quiet conditions, just cloudy skies. Here's the rain that arrives Saturday morning, right around 5 a.m., and then changing over to snow in northern parts of the state. So the reason why places like Batesville, Mountain Home, Harrison will see more snow is because they're going to have more hours of snow falling. They're going to change over earlier in the day on Saturday, and they'll stay snow the whole time through Saturday night and into Sunday morning. Pausing it here, Saturday, 7 p.m. This is when I think we'll see that changeover across central parts of the state. And as you look at the temperature, you might be wondering, why is it snowing 35 degrees? Well, you don't need below 32 to get snow falling. And this is why that snow that's falling will have a harder time accumulating on pavement. It shouldn't have too much trouble on grassy surfaces in cars. But the reason we might not see much snow accumulating on parking lots and roads is because of that warmer temperatures. Eventually, though, by Sunday morning, we will drop below freezing. So any additional snowfall we see then will definitely accumulate on roadways. So the biggest impact for driving, in my eyes, will be Sunday morning, and that will impact church services and not really impact people working that much. So that's why a big benefit of this system is the fact that it will be falling on the weekend. Here's another look at those snow totals, 6+ inches anywhere in northeastern Arkansas, Little Rock, the Metro, Jacksonville, Conway, up to Russellville, Fort Smith, 1 to 3, and then a little bit more up in the mountains. So just recapping this winter storm that will be arriving on Saturday. It's going to start as rain and then eventually shifting over to snow. And the earlier you see that shift over to snow, the more snow you'll see, Mitch.
Okay, so Alex, it sounds like, if I understand everything you just shared correctly, it sounds like there is still a possibility for some tweaking here along the way, because this is something that, even earlier in the last couple of days, there was some moments where we were like, hold on, do we start showing the snow graphics? Do we start talking about it? Because there was still a lot of tweaking that went into this.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Even the National Weather Service, who puts out these watches, the Winter Storm Watch, which is on your screen right now, they haven't put it out everywhere. And it's because they're not 100% sure on who will see 4+ inches of snow. And that's what a Winter Storm Watch is talking about, the potential to see 4+ inches of snow. And right now, the National Weather Service is confident in the areas in those counties highlighted in that dark blue shade. My forecast matches up pretty well with what they're saying right now. And as you see, when I had 1 to 3 inches over places like Little Rock, that will most likely be included in a future winter weather advisory or possibly a winter storm warning, depending on how the forecast is tweaked as we head into the weekend. So there will be some tweaks. This snow map I have right now will definitely be tweaked before Saturday.
Sure. I mean, there's always that room for changes. I remember for a lot of people who were living in Little Rock during the winter storm last year, I remember a lot of data coming in, that morning for the storm that happened that night, and the totals had went up. So, I mean, there is still tweaking to go along. Just a few things as we talk about this potential for winter weather, as we have the totals there. Again, Alex going to be tracking it and tweaking the forecast along the way. But I want to bring in a question coming in from Rodney here. Rodney saying, is there going to be any snow for Little Rock? And, you know, your snowfall forecast map here does a pretty good job of answering that question.
Yeah, I'm expecting not very impactful snow, but 1 to 3 inches of snow. The good news with it, it's not enough snow to put out power. We're not expecting a lot of people to lose power with this system. And again, the timing where it falls on the weekend, you don't have to drive anywhere this weekend. Just stay home, and it will, a lot of it at least, will melt Sunday afternoon when the sun comes up, because the sun in 40 degrees is going to melt any snow on those paved surfaces really quick. And another good thing, Mitch, is that Martin Luther King Day is on Monday, which is a holiday for a lot of people. So even if snow does stick around through Monday on the roadways, it will likely be gone by Monday afternoon as temperatures will get back into the 40s.
Mary Jane asking, well, she's not asking, she's saying it won't stick. I guess it depends on where you live in the state, right? I mean, obviously, if you get up to Jonesboro, that area, 6 inches of snow is, at some point, it's going to start sticking.
Some of it will stick, yeah.
Some of it will stick. But is there a possibility that some of this could stick here, I guess, in the metro area, based off of what you're seeing so far in this guidance?
Yeah, as it looks right now, it will definitely have trouble sticking to the ground Saturday night, but as the temperature drops below 32, it won't have trouble sticking to really anything. Even the roadways, they'll be wet at the beginning, and we could see some snow eventually pile onto the roadways. Probably a lot less than that's on your car, a lot less that's on your deck, because that cools down quicker. But roadways that aren't bridges will have trouble for that snow to stick, which is just great news, because no one wants to drive on snow-covered or slippery roads.
Right. Yeah. That is for sure, especially in Arkansas, because we all know, states in the north have a better chance of getting roads cleared quicker just because of the equipment that they have than here in Arkansas, despite the fact that they actually did a really, really good job last year with the situation that we saw. They did a fantastic job. Sharon saying, should we travel to Fayetteville this weekend? They're wondering, should they travel? And Alex, we're no expert. It all depends on the person who's behind the wheel, right? But and others, it's not just the person behind the wheel. But what would be your official recommendation?
Well, I mean, a lot of it depends on when you're leaving to go to Fayetteville, when you're going to be coming back, and how urgent is that need to go up to Fayetteville. Because if it's just for pleasure or something and you want to go between Saturday afternoon and Sunday morning, then probably don't, stay home. But if it's something that you have to do, I mean, you could try to do it, leave earlier in the day on Saturday, or wait until Sunday afternoon. But that period between Saturday around noontime and Sunday around noontime is best time to stay off the road, because that's when we're most likely to see the snow start sticking. All
right, Alex, to a couple of comments now that you're gonna like. You're a North guy, you're Northern. Steven, bring it on. We will be in shorts the following day.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be 40 degrees on Sunday, so I guess you can wear shorts at 40. But yeah, anyone that's excited about the snow, it's great. And if you're nervous about it, well, I don't think this system could have been planned at a better time. Like I said, it's on the weekend, long weekend for many.
MLK Day Monday, schools won't even be in session. It gives plenty of time for those roads to get cleared. And then Cody says, bring on the blizzard.
It's definitely not blizzard conditions. Not going to be windy enough for that. So I know a lot of people don't know, but blizzard really only has to do with wind and visibility. Doesn't matter how much snow we get, but hey, if it's going to be a little bit windy, it could look like a blizzard. It's definitely not going to be a blizzard though out there this weekend.
Yeah. So Alex, it's your first winter event here in Arkansas. We had a poll. Are you ready for winter weather? We had 385 people voted. What do you think the votes were in that?
Probably like 75% said yes.
Oh, all right,
I'm
here
not
they
sure.
are.
Oh, way off. So 50-50.
53% saying yes, 47% saying no. Are you ready for winter weather? Obviously, many Arkansans not, well, many Arkansans not ready, but there are more that are ready for this winter weather. So, hey, Alex, real quick, before we go, just do a quick breakdown for us again for those who maybe just opened up the app. They're hoping you refresh. Can you just go over, timing one more time, and then also the forecast totals that we just saw, in 30 seconds or a minute, just for those who are just joining.
Yeah, I can go through the timing again. We'll start here. This is Friday afternoon. So like I said, you have all day today, the rest of the day, all day Friday to get anything you need or anything you want to prepare for this winter storm. So Friday, 4 p.m., we're still just cloudy, but then eventually we're going to see some rain move in. And that's right, it's going to start completely as rain. And take a look at the temperatures. We're going to be in the mid 40s Saturday morning. So definitely no snow accumulation Saturday morning. If you do have any errands to run, if you're in the Little Rock Metro Saturday morning, it'll just be wet, no snow or any ice or anything to worry about. But if you're up towards Fayetteville, then it's a different story. They could change over to snow a little bit earlier in the day on Saturday. This is noontime, still warm, still raining in the Little Rock Metro. Most of northern Arkansas, though, has already changed over to a wet snow. And I say it's a wet snow because temperatures are above freezing. It's 34 degrees at noon in Mountain Home in Harrison, and it's snowing. So it can snow at above freezing, but it just doesn't have a very easy time sticking. Eventually, cold air getting all the way down to the Little Rock Metro, 36 degrees and snowing. Saturday evening by 7 p.m., that's when I expect that rain to switch over to snow for most of the state. And we could see several hours of snowfall before it gets out of here, eventually getting out of here Sunday, early hours Sunday morning. So I really don't have to worry about any snow continuing to fall from the sky on Sunday. There'll likely be snow on the ground already. And then one last look at the snow forecast. This is again for Saturday night into Sunday morning. The jackpot for this system across north central, northeastern Arkansas, with lesser amounts as you go further south. But there is a little bit of wraparound energy that could bring that 3 to 6 inches a little further south. You can see it goes down towards Arkansas County, Cleveland County, down towards Pine Bluff. But other than that, the further south you go, kind of the trend is the least snow that you'll see, which is pretty normal for an Arkansas snowstorm.
All right, that is the forecast as we see it. But Alex, in the meantime, people can enjoy the beautiful weather, absolutely gorgeous. Looking live out now, downtown Little Rock, facing north, the Arkansas River. It is beautiful. So it's time to soak it in while we can before, I guess, this weather comes in.
Yeah, 72 degrees in Little Rock right now. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah. All right. Hey, meteorologist Alex Libby in the Weather Center for us, tracking it all as the potential for this winter weather continues to come in. You can watch Alex Libby tonight, Fox 16 News at 5:30. Chief Keith in tracking, also going over this new data. The next newscast on KARK begins in just 10 minutes on KARK4. That's where our live updates will happen for the rest of the evening. KARK.com, Fox16.com has the very latest weather updates. Of course, download our app. As this potential for winter weather gets closer, we will send alerts related to the storm straight to your mobile phone. Download the Arkansas Storm Team app, the KARK, the Fox 16 apps. Be notified when we go live right here on our digital platforms, and you can see some of this weather data come in nearly in real time as our meteorologists look at that, review it, because as I mentioned earlier, Alex, there is always that adjusting that goes in at the very last minute with these storms because of all of the variables that go into it. So important to download the app, and of course Facebook and Twitter along the way, where you can also watch the team and their social media as those updates come in. For now, meteorologist Alex Libby in the Weather Center. I'm Mitch McCoy. Thanks for watching this weather update from KARK4 and Fox 16. Of course, we'll have updates on all of this as we continue throughout the night. But for all of us here at KARK4 and Fox, hope you have a good rest of your night.